Hi, friends. Welcome to your Hatha yoga practice. My name is Brittany, and I'm going to be guiding you through today. Today, we'll focus on slow, intentional movements in long held postures. So, we'll really be focusing on alignment and also tuning inward to our breath while we hold these postures. Good. With that being said, we'll go ahead and start in corpse or shavasana pose. So, swing your legs out long in front of you and start to lower all the way down to your back. Good. Let your arms fall out wide beside you, palms facing up to the sky. Option to close your eyes or maybe soften your gaze. Start to tune inward to your breath. Good. So not forcing an inhale or an exhale, just noticing where you're at. Allow your breath to soften. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. Good. Settle in. If you don't already have an intention set for practice today I offer you the intention of mindfulness. So taking these next 45 minutes to move slowly, intentionally, tuning into your body, taking breaks as needed, remembering it's not a competition. It's called a yoga practice for a reason. Good. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Cleansing exhale, let it go. Good. Today's Dharma talk is the art of the sacred pause, the transition between poses rather than the poses themselves. In our modern world, we are conditioned to focus on the destination, so either the peak pose of an asana practice or even the end of a workday. We often rush through the in-between spaces. The sacred pause is the moment of stillness between the inhale and the exhale, or the transition from downward facing dog to low lunge. It's where our nervous system learns to find safety. Maybe take these next 45 minutes to move about 50% slower than you typically would, to find your sacred pause, to see what you may have been skipping over. Good. Altogether, we'll take 3 deep cleansing breaths to help build a little heat in our bodies. So all together, take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. 2 more like that. Take a full breath in. Cleansing breath, let it go. Good. 1 more time. Take a full breath in. Biggest breath you've taken all morning. Fill up. Press your lips together and exhale through your nose. Good. This is your Ujjayi pranayama breath, or your breath of fire. This breath is designed to help keep your body warm throughout your practice. So if you're looking to fire up the intensity in a pose, feel free to include this type of breath work. Otherwise, if you're looking to cool your body down, you want to focus on breathing in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Good. Start to add a little bit of sensation back into your bodies. So maybe you wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe you gently nod your head side to side, waking up your cervical spine. Good. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead for a full body good morning stretch. Reaching from your shoulders through your fingers and extending from your hips to your toes. Get nice and long. Good. Now take your right hand, grab onto your left wrist, walk your hands towards the top right corner of your mat, and walk your feet towards the bottom right corner of your mat. Option to cross your left ankle over top of your right for a deeper side body stretch. Just a few breaths here. Good. On your inhale, walk your hands back to center. Walk your feet back to center. Let go of your grip. Get nice and long. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Left hand grabs right wrist. Walk your hands towards the top left corner of your mat. Feet towards the bottom left corner. Option to cross your right ankle over top. Big banana shaped side body stretch. Good. Breathing deeply and intentionally. Good. Start to walk your hands back to center. Walk your feet back to center. Inhale, ball pose. Bring both of your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a little squeeze. Good. Maybe you rock side to side, massaging your lower back if that feels good. And begin to plant your feet onto your mat, knees stay bent. Reach your right leg up to the sky and bring your hands to the back of your right thigh. Good. Gently pull your leg a little closer to you for a deep hamstring stretch. If you're looking for a more intense stretch, you can bring your hands up to the back of your calf, if that's where you're at, or maybe even your ankle. Good. Being very careful with your hamstrings. They're very sensitive. While we have our legs elevated, option to roll your right ankle a few times to work your lymph nodes. Just to get some of the fluid moving throughout our lower bodies. Good. Another breath here. Good. Now cross your right ankle over top of your left thigh for a figure four. Keep your right toes flexed to help protect your knee. Option to gently press your right knee away from you to help open your hip. Or if you're looking for a deeper stretch, you can pick your left toes up to a hover, interlace your arms between your legs, and hug your left knee into your thigh. Good. So hands can go to the top of your left shin, or they can come to the back of your left thigh if that feels more supportive. Maybe you rock side to side if that feels nice. Or I sometimes like to draw tiny circles with my left knee just to dig a little deeper into that hip muscle. Could always roll your left ankle around a few times too, whatever feels good. Listen to your bodies. Another breath here. Good. And if you have your left foot lifted, begin to plant that back down to your mat. Bring your arms out to either a T or a goal post and start to pivot your hips over to the left, dropping your right foot onto the ground. So we're in the spinal twist, also a little bit more of a hip opener. Option to take your left hand on top of your right ankle. And also option to send your gaze over your right shoulder if you want a deeper twist. Good. On your inhale, draw your figure four back to center, and then reach your right leg up to the sky. Good. Plant your right foot back onto your space. Inhale, lift your left toes up to the sky and bring your hands to the back of your left thigh, calf, or ankle, whatever feels nice here. And gently pull that leg a little closer towards you. Start to breathe into this hamstring stretch. Same option if you want to roll that ankle out a few times. Good. Take a big breath in. Cleansing breath out. Good. Begin to cross your left ankle over top of your right thigh for figure 4. Left toes stay flexed and find your version of this pose. Good. Begin to plant your right foot down if you have it lifted. Bring your arms out to a T or a goalpost. And begin to pivot your hips over to the right so that your left foot lands onto the ground. Good. Option to bring your right hand to that left ankle. Focus on anchoring down through your left shoulder blade to help deepen your twist. Gaze can stay up at the sky or you can turn it over your left shoulder. 3 breaths here. Good. Draw your figure 4 back to center. Reach your left toes up to the sky and then plant your left foot onto your mat. Good. Coming back into your ball pose, bring your knees to your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Good. And then gently roll all the way over to your right, letting your head rest on your bicep as you land for fetal pose. Good. Just spending about 2 breaths here. Good, and slowly begin to press yourself up, coming into our tabletop. Good. So keep your shoulders stacked over your wrist, hips stacked over your knees. Spread all 10 fingers out wide. Inhale, cow pose. Hammock your belly towards the mat. Lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your chin, round your spine, press the earth away from you. Feel that upper back stretch. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Good. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Good. Come back to a flat back, neutral tabletop. Root down through your left palm. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky. Good. Maybe you roll that wrist a few times in one direction. Good. On your inhale, reach even further through your right fingertips. Exhale, thread the needle. Lace your right arm underneath your left. Place your right ear onto your space. Good. So option to keep your left palm near your gaze, or you can walk your fingertips up towards the top of your mat. Option to also take a bind behind your lower back to help deepen your twist. Good. If you would like a deeper stretching sensation, maybe focus on sending your hips towards the wall behind you. One more breath. Good. Press through your left palm. On your inhale, sweep your right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, plant your right palm onto your space. Inhale, left arm lifts. Reach through your fingertips. Option to roll your wrists a few times in one direction. Good. On your inhale, reach up tall through your left fingertips. Exhale, thread the needle. Lace your left arm underneath your right. Place your left ear onto your space. Good. This is a deep shoulder stretch. Option to keep your right palm onto your mat, or you can take a bind behind your lower back. Whatever feels good here. Take a big breath in. Cleansing breath, let it go. Good. Press through your right palm. On your inhale, sweep your left arm back up to the sky. Get nice and tall. Exhale, plant your left palm onto your space. Good. On your inhale, shift your shoulders over your fingertips and start to slowly drop your thighs and your hips down to your mat for full cobra. So think about zipping your legs together and pressing down through the top of your feet. Now, if this is too intense of a back bend, feel free to come down to Sphinx pose by coming down into your forearms and pressing through your palms. Keep your shoulders stacked over your elbows and lift through your heart. Good. Squeeze your glutes to keep your backside body engaged. Good. If you're in this Sphinx pose, you can also press up into your palms just to see how it feels. Good. Begin to tuck your chin towards your chest. Start to press yourself back up into a tabletop. Walk your knees out wide, big toes to touch. Send your hips back and down, child's pose Balasana. So extend your arms towards the top of your space. Rest your forehead onto your mat. 3 breaths here. Good. On your inhale, start to press back up into your tabletop. Walk your knees back underneath your hips. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Send your hips up and back. Press through your palms to lengthen your spine. Good. Option to place a generous bend in your knees, especially if your hamstrings are tight. We want to focus on drawing our heart towards the top of our thighs. Good. Maybe you pedal out your dog here, just simply lifting one heel at a time. That might feel nice on the back of your legs. Good. Maybe you shake your head yes, shake your head no, get nice and loose. Good. On your inhale, come up to your tippy toes, lift your heels off of your mat. On your exhale, drop your heels down towards your mat. Good. Heels don't have to touch. 2 more times. Inhale up to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower your heels back. 1 more time. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, gaze forward, big bend in your knees. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Tiptoe to the top of your mat. Walk your feet behind your wrists. Let the crown of your head hang heavy. Grab opposite elbows and gently sway side to side. Good. So micro bend in your knees, allowing your belly to rest on top of your thighs. This pose is so good if you're experiencing any lower back or neck pain or tension. Just helps to take some pressure off of your spine. Good. Another breath here. Good. Release your fingers down to your mat and toe heel your feet all the way to touch. On your inhale, slowly rise up to mountain pose, Tadasana, lifting one vertebra at a time. Biceps frame your ears. Good. Press through all three corners of your feet to root down into the earth. Maybe you lift through your kneecaps to activate your quads. Hold your belly button in toward your spine. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cactus your arms, gentle back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades to touch. Draw your elbows down towards your ribs. Good. Maybe you squeeze your glutes to help activate your backside body. Good. Inhale, back up to your mountain pose. Pull your belly button in. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come to either your shins or the tops of your thighs. Back stays flat, gaze stays down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms, shine your heart forward. Inhale, back up to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Exhale, shine your heart forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms onto your mat. Step your left foot to the back of your space. Good. So keeping your front knee stacked over your front ankle. Begin to walk your hands to the top of your right thigh. Good. So stiletto your back heel to engage your back hamstring. Option to keep your hands on top of your thighs, or you can send your fingers towards the backside wall for crescent lunge with airplane arms. Good. Keep breathing here. Squeeze your shoulder blades to touch. Think about drawing your pinkies towards one another as if they're being magnetically pulled together. Good. Open up, warrior two. Rainbow your arms to a T. Spin your back heel down so that your back foot is parallel with the back edge of your mat. Re-engage the bend in your front knee. Good. So focus on pressing through the outer edge of your back foot, almost as if you're ripping your mat into two pieces. Good. Maybe you spin that right knee out towards your pinky toe to help open your hip. A few more breaths. Good. Inhale, flip your palms up to the sky, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock your arms, 12 and 6. Left arm up to the sky. Right arm can rest on top of your right thigh. Good. Option one, keep your right arm on top of that thigh. Or option two, you can bring a block underneath your right hand for more height and stability. Good. Option three, if you're looking to strengthen your obliques, you can extend your right arm long, hover your fingertips above your mat. Good. Once you find your version of this pose, begin to bring that left arm up overhead. Start to notice that long line of energy from the back of your foot all the way through your left fingertips. Good. If you find yourself rounding forward, maybe roll that top shoulder back to open up through your chest. Good. Stay with your breath. Good. Come back up to warrior two. Bring your arms back to a T. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Press your left hip towards the wall behind you. Shift forward. Tick-tock your arms 12 and 6. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Reach through your fingertips. Right hand can lightly rest on top of your right shin. We don't want to dump all of our weight forward. Or option 2, you can bring your right hand to a block for more stability. Good. Feel free to adjust this pose as needed. If you need to step that back foot in a little bit, just toe heel your foot a few times. Shoulders stacked on top of one another. Left hip presses towards the backside wall. Okay, take a big breath in. Cleansing breath, let it go. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Bring your arms back up to a T. Right leg stays straight. Flip your right palm up to the sky and bring your right arm up and over, almost like you're high-fiving the backside wall. Good. So open up your right side body. Breathe here. Good. Rainbow your arms back to a low lunge. So you rainbow your arms, frame your front foot. Take your time with this pose. Remember the sacred pause. Plant your palms and then step your left foot up to meet your right. Take a moment to hang heavy here. Maybe you pedal out your heels, giving your legs a nice little stretch. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come to thighs or shins. Gaze stays down. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Step your right foot to the back of your space. Good. Keep your front knees stacked over your front ankle and press through the ball of your back foot. Option 2, walk your hands up to the top of your left thigh, or you can send your fingertips to the back of your space for crescent lunge with airplane arms. Good. We want a nice neutral neck in this pose, so gaze stays down just towards the top of your mat. Lead through the crown of your head, long line of energy from your back heel all the way through the crown of your head. Good. Open up, warrior 2. Spin your back heel down, re-engage the bend in your front leg. Again, front knees stacked over front ankle. Tuck your tailbone slightly to keep your core engaged. Good. Gaze goes over your left fingers. If you find yourself jumping forward, bring yourself back to the midline of your body by stacking your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. Exhale, sink 2 inches lower into this pose. Good. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock your arms 12 and 6. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Left arm can either rest on top of your left thigh, come down to a block, or any version of this pose. Good. Focus on pressing through the outer edge of your back foot. Once you find your positioning, sweep that right arm up overhead, long line of energy. Good. Couple more breaths. Good. Bring yourself back up to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten your left leg, shift forward. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana, right arm up, left arm down. Find your version of this pose. Good. Maybe focus on reaching through your top fingertips to help strengthen your obliques. Gaze can go down towards the ground or up towards the sky. Good. Inhale, reverse triangle. Left arm goes up and back. Open up your left side body. Good. Rainbow your arms. Come back down to your low lunge. Frame your left foot. Take your time. This time, step your left foot back to meet your right for high plank. Good. Option to drop down to your knees. We're going to hold here for about 3 breaths. So keep your shoulders stacked over your wrist. Press through all 10 tips of your fingers to help cushion your wrists. Good. If you find that your upper back is sinking down, maybe focus on lifting your heart up to the sky, almost like you're slightly rounding your upper back. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Good. Drop down to your knees. Grab a sip of water, towel off. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Good. When you're ready, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take your time, join in whenever it feels right. Pedal out those heels, give yourself a nice little reset. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, gaze forward, big bend in your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Tiptoe step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Good. Now bring your arms parallel above the earth. Good. So shoulders and wrists are in alignment. And then sit your hips back and down for chair pose. Good. Option to keep your arms out in front of you. If you want a strengthening challenge, you can bring your biceps towards your ears. Or you can bring your hands at heart center if that's better on your shoulders. Good. Focus on pulling your belly button in towards your spine. So focusing on that solar plexus chakra area. Good. Press through your heels as you lift up from your hearts. Good. Nice adjustments. A few more breaths. Good. Inhale, rise. Extend your arms up overhead. Straighten your legs. Exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Good. Pedal out those heels. Reset those muscles. Good. Bring your hands out parallel in front of you. And this time, come all the way up to your tippy toes, lifting your heels above the earth. Good. Now start to sink your hips back and down for chair pose. Remember, slow, intentional movement. Good. Option to keep your arms out long in front of you. Maybe you bring them to heart if that feels nice. Good. Find your drishti, or a steady point in the room, not moving. This is going to help you to hold your balance. Good. A few more breaths. Good. On your inhale, slow and controlled, rise all the way up. Keep your tippy toes and heels lifted. Straighten your legs. Reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, lower your heels, lower your arms. Pedal out your heels. Give yourself a nice little reset. Good. Moving into tree pose, bring your hands to heart center. Start to shift your weight into your right foot and place a slight bend in your left knee. Good. Keep your belly button pulled in towards your spine, and then spin your left knee out towards the left side wall. Almost like you have this triangle shape in your lower body. Option one, you can keep your toes kickstand onto the mat, or you can start to slide your left heel up to the inside of your right calf, keeping a micro bend in your standing leg. Or if you're looking for more of a challenge, maybe you bring that left foot up to the inside of your right thigh, avoiding your knee area. Good. Keep that slight bend in your right knee, shoulders stacked over hips. Option to keep your hands at heart center, or maybe you bring your hands to your hips. Or if you want, you can grow your branches by bringing your arms up overhead. Good. Find your drishti, find your focus. Good. If your bottom leg is slightly shaking, that just means you're building strength in your calves and your ankles. Another breath. Good. Start to bring your hands back down to heart center. Spin your left knee forward. See if you can hold that leg up to a hover just for a moment. Big breath in. Exhale, lower everything down. Pedal it out. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. This time, shift your weight into your left foot and place a bend in your right knee. Pull your belly button in, spin your right knee out towards the wall. Find your version of this pose. You can start on the ground. You can work your way up. Again, slight bend in your left knee. Avoid pressing your right foot onto your left knee. Hands can stay at heart, or you can grow your branches. Good. Bring your hands back down through heart center. Slow and controlled. Spin your right knee forward. Hold that right leg to a hover. And then exhale, lower everything down. Good. Pedal it out. Good. Last balancing posture. Inhale, Tadasana, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Bring your arms out to a T. And then take your left arm, sweep it underneath your right for eagle arms. Option 1 is you can bring your hands to opposite shoulders. Or option 2, you bring your bottom arm up and around. Bring your palms to touch. So you're squeezing through the midline center of your body. Good. Now lift your elbows to align with your shoulders and sit your hips back and down like chair pose. Good. Start to shift your weight into your right foot and then pick your left toes up to a hover. Good. Cross your left leg over top of your right so you're fully squeezing through the midline center of your body. Option to tap your left toes onto your mat for a little more stability. Or you can lift your toes up to challenge your balance. Good. Focus on breathing here. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, sit your hips 2 inches lower. One more breath. Good. Start to lift your left leg back up to a hover and slowly unwind your arms. Bring your arms up overhead and then lower everything down. Good. Pedal it out, reset. Good. Moving to our opposite side. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Bring your arms out to a T. And this time, take your right arm underneath your left. Find your version of eagle arms. Good. Now sit your hips back and down for chair pose. Start to shift your weight into your left foot. Find that balance, find that stability. And then pick your right leg up to a hover. Good. Now cross your right leg over top of your left thigh. Option to kickstand your right toes, or you can lift them up for more of a balance challenge. Good. Keep your core engaged. Pull your belly button in towards your spine and lift your elbows to align with your shoulders. It's going to help you hold this balance. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. Start to uncross your right leg over your left thigh. Hold it up in the air. And then unravel your arms. Lower everything down. Good. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to a high plank. Good. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. And then slow and controlled, begin to shift your shoulders over your fingertips. And then lower your belly all the way down to your mat, keeping your elbows tucked in towards your ribs. Untuck your toes. Good. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel your chest off of your mat. Press through the tops of your feet and squeeze your glutes. Good. Hands can stay down at your mat, or you can lift your hands to a hover. Squeeze your shoulder blades to touch. Good. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, lower all the way down. Lower any cheek you want. Place a bend in your legs and windshield wiper your knees side to side. Good. Lower your legs down. Turn your gaze back to center. Bring your arms out long beside you. Palms face down towards the earth. On your inhale, peel your chest off of your mat and then point your toes, lift your legs to a hover, and then bring your arms to a hover. Squeeze your shoulder blades to touch. Full locust pose. So gaze stays down just towards the top of your mat for a nice neutral neck. Draw your pinkies towards one another as you lift up through your heart. Good. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, lower all the way down. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Good. Lower your legs down to your mat. Bring your arms back out beside you. Kick your right heel towards your right glute. Reach for the inside of your foot near your big toe. Kick your left foot towards your left glute. Hand connects to the inside of your foot. Good. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together. Walk your knees together as much as you can. On your inhale, peel up through your chest and then kick back into your hands for floor bow. Good. So you're almost balancing on your hips. Gaze should be up towards you in the mirror. Good. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, lower all the way down. Windshield wiper your knees. Good. Lower your legs down to your mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, and then press yourself up and back to child's pose, Balasana. 3 breaths. Good. Slowly press yourself back up into a tabletop and swing your legs out in front of you. Working on a little bit of core next. Knees stay bent. Hands down onto your mat and start to lean back to about a 45-degree angle, just enough where you can feel your core working to hold you up. Good. Lift up through your heart. And then lift your legs to a hover, point your toes. Good. Hands can stay down on your mat or you can bring them parallel with your shins. Good. If you're looking for more of a balance challenge, you can extend your legs and bring your biceps up towards your ears. I will not be doing that today. I will be in this middle shape. Lift through your heart. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your legs, wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself a little squeeze. Good. Lower all the way down to your back. We'll set up for butterfly crunches. So place the soles of your feet to touch. Butterfly your knees out wide. Bring your fingertips to the back of your head. Elbows stay out wide. Good. Gaze stays up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your chest up to the sky. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Keep it going. Connect your breath to your movement, slow and controlled, and keep your chin off of your chest. Good. Keep it going. Press your big toes together to engage your inner thighs. If you're looking for more of a challenge, maybe you can lift your heels off of your mat to a hover. Good. Keep going. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down, full body good morning stretch, biceps frame your ears. Take 3 deep lower belly breaths here. Good. Inhale, ball pose. Bring your knees to your chest. Bring your hands to the back of your thighs. Cross your ankles. Rock and roll up and down the length of your spine 2 to 3 times. Good. Coming back into your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee to the outside of your right wrist and extend your back leg straight. So you're making a figure 7 with your lower body. Couple of options here. If your hip is too high off of the mat, you can take a block, slide it underneath your right hip for a little more height and support. Or you can stay up on your palms or maybe come down to sleeping pigeon. I like to rest my forehead onto a block to make it a little more restorative. Good. If that doesn't feel good at all in your body, feel free to swing around and take a figure 4 on your back. Good. We'll hold this yin pose for about 30 seconds. Maybe take this moment to come back to your intention. Whatever intention you set for your practice, or the intention of mindfulness and that sacred pause. How did your body feel in between transitions and poses? How does it feel now in this silent moment? Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press through your palms, lift your chest. Start to feel that nice stretch in your outer hip just for a moment. Good. And then roll onto your right glute. Swing your left leg around and find your way back into your tabletop pose. Good. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon. Draw your left knee to the outside of your left wrist. Right leg extends straight towards the back of your mat. Take any version of this pose that may feel good in your body. Good. Start to get heavy, settle in. Focus on your breath. Focus on breathing through the backside of your lungs. This is where 60% of our lung tissue lies. To access this part of your body, maybe you slightly round your upper back. That'll help to draw more air into the backside of your lungs. Good. Inhale. Exhale, press through your palms, lift your heart. Pause, feel that stretch. And then swing your right leg around and slowly make your way back into your tabletop. Good. Swing your legs out long in front of you. Good. Toes flex up towards the sky. And start to pull your glutes out from underneath you so we can help that pelvic bowl tilt forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, grow tall through your spine. On your exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Reach through your fingertips, tilt your pelvic bowl forward. Palms can land on your mat or the outer edges of your feet. Good. Option to place a generous bend in your knees, especially if your hamstrings are tight. Start to breathe here. Good. Feel your belly balloon into your thighs with each inhale. And feel your thighs press back with each exhale. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, lower all the way down to your back. Good. Keep your arms out long beside you. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Good. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a little squeeze. Good. And then draw your knees out wide for happy baby. So hands can either come to the back of your thighs or they can come to the outer edges of your feet. Option to gently rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Or if it's interesting, you can practice by extending one leg at a time, being very careful. Your hamstrings are very sensitive. Good. Inhale back to your ball pose. Bring your knees to your chest. Maybe your forehead reaches your knees. Get nice and small. Exhale, release. Shavasana, final resting pose. Let your arms, legs, and body hang heavy as you melt into your mat. Good. Taking these next few minutes for you to absorb the benefits of your practice, to do nothing. I'll cue you back when it's time. Start to slowly welcome sensation back into your bodies. So maybe you wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe you roll your wrist a few times. Good. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead for one last full body good morning stretch. Reaching from your shoulders through your fingers and extending from your hips through your toes. Take a big breath in, using your lower belly to fill up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart for prayer pose. Showing yourselves some love, some kindness, some gratitude for taking the time to show up on your mat today, to put you first. And then guide your thumb up to your third eye chakra, your seat of your light, your intuition, your inner knowing, trusting that it's always here to help serve and guide you throughout this life. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.